How to invest as a teen. This is something that I've struggled with for the longest time. And after many trials and tribulations, I feel like I could tell you guys something that may end up helping you out. As I was coming up, I always had given my dad money to invest for me. As like I would just go do a moving job. I would get some money. When I was a little kid, I'd give my dad some money. He can invest some money for me. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like when I made my first money off YouTube, years ago, different YouTube account, everything like that. I'd give my dad some money and he would just go invest it for me. And I would always see great returns, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, thanks, Pops, like, appreciate it. But when I first finally got my individual youth account, and this was about like a year and a half ago, I just came up with this magical idea that if I make like a good gain every single day, I would be a millionaire in like a month. So, first thing, here we go. I'm on the freaking Yahoo Finance on my computer at school, not paying attention because I got this plan on how I'm gonna be a rich millionaire. Everybody goes through this, right? This is my story. So I'm here. I'm like, this is how I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna get rich. We're going to Yahoo Finance, top gainers, just refreshing, waiting for it to hit 8:30 because on like the youth accounts you can't trade until the regular market. So I'm hitting that refresh button. I'm like, all right. So I got my phone up. I'm like, all right. Here's the biggest winner of the day. I type it in, boom, and it goes up like 10%. I sell it. I'm like, yo, 10% gain. I'm actually that dude. Like, yo, this is gonna work out. I do it again the next day. It's like a 3% gain. I'm like, all right, not that bad. Tomorrow I'm gonna let it run a little bit more. So tomorrow I grab my phone. I'm like, all right, we're gonna put more money in this one because I got a strong feeling about this one, right? I don't know anything. I don't know any charts. I don't know anything. I don't even know what this company does. I don't know the name of this company. I've never heard of this company until today. All right, here we go, baby. This one's gonna give me this $1,000,000. So I put, I think it was like 2,600 bucks. Boom, buy it. It was up like 300 something percent. And then it's just like it trickles down. I'm like, ooh, here comes the spike. Like it's gonna just go up. It's just gonna go up. It's just sold. Lost like $800, bro. I was devastated, absolutely devastated, right? And I remember texting my parents. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like $800, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. And what I really learned from that day on is never just try to flip something that you don't know anything about. So if you're trying to invest as a teen, a good tip that my mom always gave me was buy good companies that you think are going to do good in the long run. Since we're young, we got all the time in the world. If you don't have to go home pay bills, you don't have to go home buy food. If you got a roof over your head and you're as grateful as me about it, there's no reason to become a millionaire overnight. Growing wealth takes a ton of time. And so what I really learned throughout these years of just being an idiot, losing stupid amounts of money because I just want to get rich, I really learned that the best returns just take time. The best returns are the ones that you put into a stock, you forget about it, you can sleep well at night, and you get up and then like magically 3 months later, you're like, hey, cool, this stock actually went up 10%. And there's going to be these fitness finance yahoos that are like, 10%. The guys in my group chat made 150% on my call on one, two. Dude, don't even listen to that. 10% in 1 month is astronomical. If you do the math, if you type it into your phone, if you can make 5% for 60 months in a row, starting with $10,000, you'll be a millionaire. Think about that. 60 months in a row, 10%. From $10,000, you'll be a millionaire. Or 5% a month. 5% a month for 60 months in a row from $10,000 to be a millionaire. Now, obviously, it's not as clean cut as that. Obviously, you're not going to do that. But think, the small gains are what ends up big in the end. Now, because these same guys who are saying, yeah, I just made 150% today, I just made 2,000% on this. Like, for me, example, I do some stupid day trading when I'm bored, but like, okay, I put 80 bucks on this Intel call, it's turning like 3 grand, and I've slowly gambled half that money away. So those guys that are making these 150% gains and then losing 100%, and now they have 50% left, and they actually lose another 100%, so they're back under where they started when you're just trickling up. And these guys are fighting, and they're slowly actually just fighting themselves lower into the hole. You're just trickling yourself up, making gradual wealth. And that is what I learned as a teen, as somebody young, as a younger person, somebody in high school. You don't have a ton of time. You got sports, you got whatever. Take your money, invest it in good stocks that you think are going to go up over time. Save your money as well. For every like dollar that you make, honestly, I would say at least 90% of it just gets invested. Right. And if you say 90%, that's insane. I'm not going to have enough money to buy these concert tickets. Like I do moving jobs. Like, yeah, just for example, let's say you do moving jobs and you can find a way to make like $1,000 for every 2 weeks, $1,000 every 2 months. And you're like, that means I only got $100 for these concert tickets. Like I need $300 for these concert tickets. Just make yourself work harder. If it means that much to you to go to this concert, find a way to make $3,000 so you have $300 to go to this concert. Because then all the rest of this $2,700 will be put into this bank account, or not this bank account, sorry, this investing account that is just going to be growing that smooth 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7% a month. And you're just going to keep on climbing. And eventually you're going to be like 25 years old, out of college, maybe got your master's or whatever, starting your real job. And you're like, yo, I started when I was like 17, 18, 16 even, or even younger if your parents set you up that young, and you're like, hey, I got like a good wad of cash now. Maybe you're not a millionaire, but you're like, I got like 6 figures in my bank account and I'm just getting out of college. Like, that is the way to do it. There is no fast way to get rich. I've learned that the hard way. I feel like so many people have learned that the hard way. And if you ask more like young investors, they're always going to tell you take risk. But if you ask older investors, they're going to tell you take the right risk, right? What does that even mean? That means invest in companies you think are going to do good long term. You see what I'm saying? 90% of day traders lose money. That's a fact. I'm sorry. That's a fact. You want to test it for yourself? Take $100, see how fast you can lose it. Go buy every single option you can find and find a way to lose it. Like, seriously. Just find a way. You know what I'm saying? You will lose that money almost instantly. If you're not smart with it, okay, maybe you get a little beginner's luck. You got $500 now from your $100, and then boom, all of a sudden it's gone. Don't refund that account. Say, okay, I lost my $100. I understand what he's talking about. Find good stocks, invest in good stocks, make real money, let it grow over time. Time is what people hate, but time is what people have to learn. Like people like myself, for example. So that's going to be my video for today, just talking about how to invest as a teen, what stocks to invest in as a teen. That's just my best advice I could give to you. No stock quotes were dropped in this video. Just quick advice, as a teen, look for the long term. Don't look in 0 to 6 months. Look in 5 to 6 years. You know what I'm saying? How much money, if this stock just keeps going up every single year, how much money will I have in 5 to 6 years? And, so like I said, learn that the hard way. Feel like I could come on here, give my best advice on that. But if you're new here, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And that's it for me.